Everybody, Terralyn here from Riverside Reptiles, and I have Gina with me, and we're about to start our live Gila monster feeding. And we figured we would start a little bit early to give some of you time to tune in. I'm here with Gina, and she's our lead keeper, and she brought in some chicken eggs from her chickens at her house, and our Gila monsters are here. Let's see if I can find them. They're both over there. And she did let them smell a little bit so we can get them moving and hopefully come on over and eat for you. If anybody has any questions, feel free to ask away. So this week's theme is habitats, and Gila monsters are found in desert-like habitats. And while we're waiting for Gina, I'll show you, not for Gina, for the Gila monsters to come over. I'm going to show you on my map here where they're found. So they are found in California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and parts of Mexico, and also New Mexico. So if you're looking at that map here, Jason would like to know if they would bite. Yes, I would not put it by them. So we are not going to do anything to disturb them. These Gila monsters actually came from Yukon, and they were going to be used as teaching animals. And Brian and I have a good friend, Sarah, she's watching now, who did a project on them. Hi, Sarah. And she was studying chemoreception and tongue flicking in lizards and snakes. And she was comparing the similarities and differences in their tongue flicks. Let's see if I can get one closer. And we have 3 of these Gila monsters here. It's spelled with a G, but it's actually pronounced with an H-E, so Gila monsters. There we go. We got one licking. And someone wants to, hi Gregory, how fast can they move? I see the signs on golf courses in Arizona to beware. They're relatively slow moving lizards, but I mean, the other day, these two with their fellow roommate, Lazy Boy, they were moving around here pretty quickly. Pronounced heels, didn't know that. Yeah, Gila. So say H-E-E-L-A, Gila monster. Let's see. I'm going to go back to this one who's getting super into it. And you can see they have a forked tongue like a snake, and they pick up scent particles in the air, and that's what helps them know what's around them. And you might also be able to see the nails on the ends of their toes. They are really good diggers. So they are found in rocky crevices and rocky outcroppings, and in colder months and sometimes during the day, they might be found in underground burrows, and so they'll dig burrows. And they are required about behavior. So if it's really cool during the day, they might come out to hunt. But if it's really hot during the day, then they might be more nocturnal. And sometimes they'll be crepuscular. So it's all based on temperature. Let's see, autocorrect made it heels, meant to say Gila. Yes, you are correct. Let's see, I'll move back over to this one. It looks like they have a great enclosure. Yes, let's look. I'll show you a little bit more. And we have, it goes all the way around here. And if you look out the front, you'll look into our tortoise enclosure. Let's see, they're having a feast on some eggs. These are just chicken eggs that our lead zookeeper, Gina, has at her house. These are one of the 2 venomous lizards that are found here in the United States. They have a cousin, the Heloderma, and they grow to be about 22 inches long, and they can weigh up to 4 pounds. And in colder months, they'll store fat in their tails, just like that. And after they eat, their tails might look a little bit bigger too. So they can go a long time without food based on the fat in their tails. Let's see. This one's getting into it now too. See if I can get a little closer. So we said that they're venomous. Unlike snakes that have fangs, these guys have venom glands along the lower part of their jaw, and they have grooves in their teeth. And the grooves in their teeth is what the venom will flow through. And they actually will chew to get the venom in deeper. It's said that they use it more for predation rather than eating, because they do have very powerful jaws, so they can catch and hold on to prey, sometimes for prey or predators for up to 15 minutes. But although their venom is as powerful as a coral snake, it is not deadly to humans because of the amount that comes through. They look so relaxed. Yeah, they get very well taken care of here. They're definitely pretty happy. I like that this one has that bluish purple tongue. And if you look over here, there's a pink one. So someone wants to know, Kaylee wants to know, is that my friend Kaylee? Wants to know if they have a Jacobson's organ like snakes. They do have a Jacobson's organ like snakes, and they use it for reception and chemosensation. It's a good look right here at the forked tongue. And if you notice last week for our defenses, we had them as one of the pictures for Mystery Monday as what skin it was. They're known for their bead-like skin. Their tongue is forked to help them pick up particles and scents in the air. And they are venomous, Dawn. They're one of the 2 venomous lizards found here in the United States. And they are one of our largest lizards. They can grow to be about 22 inches long with weights of up to 4 pounds. And the Heloderm is the other venomous lizard that's found here. And if you're just joining us, these are 2 of our Gila monsters eating some eggs from our lead zookeeper's chicken coop that she has at her house. She brings them in these treats. In the wild, they will eat eggs, they will eat birds, they'll eat small mammals, they'll eat amphibians, insects, and other other reptiles. That's a good picture right there. Someone said they look so relaxed. Definitely, they look super happy here. And they are found in California, Utah, Nevada. They're found in New Mexico, and Arizona, and parts of Mexico itself. Sarah says they're so cute. Thanks for thinking of us when you had them donated to us. And they were part of a collection at UConn. And if you're just tuning in, Brian and I have a friend, Sarah, and she happened to do a study on the tongue flicking in lizards, especially these Gila monsters, and how it compares to that of snakes and other lizards. If they were afraid of me, they would open their mouth really big and they would hiss very loudly to make themselves look bigger than they really are and to try and scare me. Debbie says, I love their tongues. Me too. Do you have any other questions for us? Feel free to ask away. If we can answer, we will. They are a long-lived lizard. They can live to be about 30 years old, especially in captivity. A neat fact is their saliva is used in medication for type 2 diabetes, and it's known as lizard's breath. No, not lizard's breath, lizard's spit. What else can I tell you? There are no parenting in these lizards. Once they lay their clutch of eggs, they're gone. She says, see you later. You're on your own. Do they usually stay together in the cage or spread out? So this is from Sarah. This whole part of the cage, I'll show you from the outside too, has a heating unit on it. Right here. Oops, rotate your phone. So this whole part of the enclosure is heated, so they tend to stay in this area. In the wild, they tend to be solitary, but are found in groups. And the 3 of the Gilas that are here tend to stay together. Do they stick their tongues out to smell? Yeah, they'll stick their tongue out to sense particles in the air. They have a very good sense of smell. So particles in the air will stick to their tongue, and that's what lets them know what's around them. I'm sure my grandma would love to know that. Good. For everybody that is watching and still with us, thanks for tuning in. If you have not bought a membership is a good way to help us out during this pandemic and while we're closed. We are offering, Gina just reminded me, great discounts on the memberships right now, and they will be good for when we open. And if you are a member before we open, we're going to have a members only event where you'll get a sneak peek before everybody else. So you can visit us online at riversidereptileseducationcenter.com for more information. You could also visit us here on Facebook when we're done, and you can go ahead and click on the link. We have all different types of memberships, from a single to a couple to senior couple, family, and you can also do add on an adult or add on a child. What is their eyesight like? April wants to know. They don't really have excellent eyesight. They rely more on their sense of smell and taste on what's around them. I'll try and get a good look at those bead-like scales, which is what they're known for. And those are called osteoderms. And some reptiles, like caimans, they have larger, thicker osteoderms, and some animals can't eat them. Predators of these lizards are birds of prey and coyotes. I hope you've been enjoying some of our series, and next week, this is a good lead in or tie in. We are going to be studying a specific habitat, which is deserts. And since these Gila monsters are found in the desert, these are a good way to segue into our next lesson. Thank you all for tuning in on this rainy Monday. We hope you have a great rest of your week.
Thursday.
Or I said Monday. on this rainy Thursday. Sorry. Thanks for tuning in on this rainy Thursday. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Let's see if we can end on a tongue. You're welcome, Lenny. You're welcome, Sarah. You're welcome, Amy. Thanks for tuning in and watching with us. Stay safe.